With T-Dog. He's feeling himself. I talked to him a little bit yesterday after they did their tech chest, and he's just like, brother, I don't know what it is about this game, but I feel like I'm him.
Yeah, like it's so smooth, right? And I mean, you can see him displaying that. But one thing that I think we really need to highlight is the overclock feature, right? We get
it's like I said, it does look really good.
Upgrade your equipment, so like you have a stim shot, right? You can overclock that and essentially make it last longer or debuff, you know, anything that comes your way. So it's pretty cool that we have that feature in buffed equipment.
We'll point your attention to it as we go, because yeah, the field upgrade is really interesting this year. We're bringing back things like active camo. Of course, trophy systems are still in place, which I know a lot of players that are looking to play more of that competitive style are going to really enjoy the fact that the overclock gives you more deletion of incoming utility. That's great news, but we'll see some camo play, I'm sure, come through. You also have things like drone towers that are going to be placed. It's just a lot of extra flair that I think that is building upon, again, some of the core successes that we saw for Black Ops 6. And how about this? One of the score streaks, the Gravekeeper in play, or Gravemaker, pardon you. You could see through walls with this thing and actually still shoot through them. So cold-blooded might be important.
That's crazy that they got a sniper.
The perk masteries and all the combinations that you can utilize.
That is crazy that they got a sniper that you can shoot through a wall to kill them. You can. The thing that concerns me though with that weapon is that you know what the Sweat Lords are going to do with that thing. They are going to hammer on us. I expect a lot of Sweat Lords to use that weapon. I wouldn't be surprised if any cheaters use that, because that does concern me for the beta, knowing that cheaters are going to get their hands on that thing.
Let's stick here, Ops team, because we're seeing some gameplay right now. And I'll tell you, we're going to see some pop-off moments with the movement and almost a moment right there. Again, just a little jump, and then you find yourself near a wall. You can essentially boost yourself a little bit higher. Really awesome to see that level of elevation be added into the mix.
That's not his dog, but you don't want to pet that dog. Oh my gosh. So, with that too, kind of like some of the hybrid perks, right? Support, offensive.
Oh, that was lucky. So maybe that dude is lucky that he managed to get a win.
Our first instance of
he probably thought he was going to die.
A deep dive on all things new Black Ops 7 map regarding. But we'll be right back. More Call of Duty coming up after the break.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
The official CPU and GPU partner of Black Ops 7. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. Herman Miller. Check out the latest Embody gaming colorways at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Xfinity customers get early access to the Black Ops 7 open beta. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to claim your code today. You're invited to the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge. Open the Little Caesars app, accept and complete the challenge. You might win a copy of the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7. You'll also be entered for a chance to win the grand prize, a trip to an Activision studio to squad up with George Kittle in a 1-hour epic Call of Duty battle.
Wow.
Complete the Little Caesars
I'll be interested. Well, that's quite interesting for anybody who manages to pull it off.
Welcome back. We are very excited to talk more Black Ops 7 multiplayer. We are joined by more of the Treyarch team. Miles Leslie, Associate Creative Director, and Brittany Perello, Senior Producer. Guys, welcome to the Omni Room.
We made it. Let's go.
Now, we just had our very first look at one of our multiplayer maps in action. That was Blackheart. But Brittany, that's just a taste. So what can we expect on launch maps?
Yeah, we've got maps. We've got 18 maps at launch. 16 are 6v6 maps. Out of that, 13 are brand new, and we've got 3 Black Ops
wow, look at this lineup of maps, honestly.
We've got 2 maps for our 20v20 mode that
just 20 versus 20 mode. That's gonna be insane. 20 versus 20.
Some of those fast frenetic drops in there too.
Can't wait for that mode to try that out.
A map portfolio for launch. Now let's take a closer look at these launch
I
maps.
like what they've done
Colossus
here.
So this is
Collision.
a BO2 callback. It's falling into the ocean. This map is super fun, looks amazing. Next is Den, Japanese castle that's been taken over by 2035 technology. Also a lot of fun with some wall jumps on the roofs there on the side.
And of course, we've got Express, one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Watch out for that train. We're now in Japan, so it's looking really cool.
Hijacked.
Another one now set in the Tokyo Bay.
So cool.
Fast, frenetic, classic.
And Homestead is David Mason's childhood home, which is awesome. We could bring it back.
That's
in a
cool.
really
David
way.
Mason's
Really
childhood
fun
home is
Under the
now
Aurora
a
Borealis
map.
in Alaska. It looks
I
amazing.
love the
It's got some
Northern
technology
Lights in that
there
map.
that's kind of smashing
It's probably
into it,
going to be
really
my
fun.
favorite map
Paranoia,
in Black
this
Ops
map's
7.
amazing. You talk about Black Ops, we're leaning into the mind bending. We're in David Mason's mind, and you need to escape the nightmare here, which is a lot of fun. Looks great, plays super frenetic and fun.
And we got Raid.
Yes, of course, Raid. Raid was a good map in Black Ops 2. I really like that map. I like what they've done with
This is
it.
a lot of fun retrieval. You're in the Alaskan wilderness, and actually, if you run through the snow,
Mind you, this map does remind me of Black Ops 3's version of the map.
That's right. And Scar's next, and this is another
Similar to the Black Ops 3.
We kind of smashed here where this town's been taken over by technology. Collateral damage. Flagship is an awesome another callback. USS Obama from BO2 now being decommissioned. Fight through it. Sparks are falling on you. Robots around you. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of variety too, but with beta this week, you know, we need to take a look at what we're playing. We need the tips from you guys, so let's take a look at the maps coming to beta.
Yeah,
okay. Blackheart, Tarnish, The Forge, Export, Cortex, and Imprint. Okay. So these are the only maps we're going to have access
First up
to.
is Cortex. So human testing site. People in tubes are going to fight around, use it as cover. Very frenetic, very fun. Lots of cool Overwatches, my side versus your side gameplay there. Blackheart, which you've seen, of course, this Avalon offshore oil rig. Ties to the campaign. It's got a rotating center and some really unique wall jump opportunities.
Careful with the wall jump.
The Forge here. We've R&D facility, cutting edge technology on display.
I actually kind of like what they've done with the Forge. The Forge looks nice.
Exposure set in Australia. We've got some
okay, exposure's not bad.
Some cool wall jump opportunities.
Not bad at all.
In that rotating container, it gets some cool power positions right in the middle there.
Imprint is a 3D
I like the
facility
winciness of Imprint.
Technology
Really like that.
You get to step through the whole process you're doing it.
Yeah, I enjoy wintry maps.
And you've got Toshin. It's gorgeous.
Oh yeah, the one with the cat,
here, right
the cat
in
cafe.
Tokyo, and you got that crash site in the center. Some really cool jumping in the center, and
yeah, the cat cafe
really awesome
one's going to be in the beta.
Really
I love it.
Awesome landmarks. Everything looks fantastic. The color palettes, everything.
Got all the landmarks.
We've got all the landmarks, and I've played a few, and they are very, very fun indeed. Beautiful stuff. Let's talk about how they play, though. I mean, how did you guys come to, the approach for designing these maps?
yeah. So we've got our classic 3-lane design style for Treyarch: clear definition, good path clarity, and really controlling those lines of sight. You can also see all of those spaces crafted for wall jump. You can get to traverse places faster without mantling, getting some really cool power positions. And there's a few must jumps that we use sparingly, but
A must jump, you say?
a must
A
jump.
must jump.
We really want to
Okay.
make it look like anything that feels like you can jump on it. You
Yeah.
can. So have some fun.
Totally intuitive.
Yeah, and I've worked on every single Black Ops, and when you talk about the classic feel, like Brittany talked about, these maps have it across the board. Of course, they're bringing something new with Black Ops 7, but for me, an old-timer, there's a lot to love there.
Come
And
on,
they
you're an
stand
OG.
right next to the classic maps as well. So Raid, forget Raid. You got some new maps now. No, I'm just kidding. We love Raid, But we got some new ones now.
I also know, you said it before, but the landmarks, like, I know Brittany is a shot caller, so I know those call-outs are going to be on point in these
Always.
maps. But Miles, visually, we have a ton of variety in terms of settings, in terms of looks. How did you guys think about that?
Yeah, for us at the portfolio level, we wanted to make sure we had that variety. That's what Black Ops is. You're globe-trotting, you're going everywhere. We're in
Variety is
Avalon,
important
we're
in
in
Black Ops.
Alaska, we're
Absolutely,
going
I
to
totally
Japan,
agree with
deep
that.
into it.
Totally
We're into the
agree.
mind. Only the things Black Ops can do, we're delivering that. Lots of unique gameplay, as you saw, lots of unique visuals, and all the landmarks.
And we got more gameplay to get to. Casters, over to you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate it. Shift back with Dream Crazy again. And as you see behind us, everyone's locked in. We couldn't even bother to try to talk to anybody. They're all locked into their streams, ready to go. And we're going to take a look at our second map here coming up, the Forge, as you heard.
Oh, okay. We're going to see the Forge map.
It's that dynamic center, the walls,
the one with the spinning thing. I love that.
Interesting battleground as we
I can't
raise
wait
up
to see that
into the
map.
Forge.
The Forge.
I feel like this map's going to be a favorite in the beta.
It's just a lot of variety.
Along with the Japan one as well. I feel like that's going to be a favorite.
To see a bright and colorful map hold shift, but those walls again for every single map. It's not too much, right? But just a little like center point where it just can change the the situation.
Yeah, absolutely the case. Well, we'll take a look at it. This is another one of those maps, and Brittany had talked about this.
Yeah, I like the round part there. That's really cool. But obviously you have to wait a little bit to be able to shoot them.
This is one of the maps that I got a chance to play yesterday, and I did feel the benefit of bouncing off of things to avoid that mantling mechanic and that animation to try to get you into the fight a little bit faster. That mixed with dexterity, your ability to try to zero in and center up a little bit faster too, really does make that elevation and that high ground battle a little bit more.
That weapon feels very clean. I like that weapon. What they've done with
it really
this.
just tests the player to kind of do you want
they're doing domination
type of mindset?
Yeah, they're playing the domination map mode. So we know. I mean, we already know dominations in the beta anyway, so we know that.
For these height advantages, for those power positions, it's really useful to climb up in those high ground, and hit the high ground and lock it down on the map.
I think the other thing that's really interesting, and I did see kind of looking over the shoulder TP yesterday when he was doing his test, you see a couple of spots where you have like this natural built-in heady, as we call it, where you get like that competitive edge where you're just barely over a piece of that center kind of obstacle terrain. But your ability to bounce kind of eliminates the power position of the low ground, kind of medium ground headies, because you can just bounce up over, get a better look at the player behind that cover, and actually take an advantageous gunfight. So it's, again, just really interesting to see some of our more experienced players try to utilize that mechanic to make fights that feel, inadvantageous a little bit more neutral.
Wow.
Love that. Samir too.
Honestly, this map does look really nice.
Scout Pulse.
It's already got me hooked.
There, but hey, shout out to Elgato. Share the wins. The official creator gear for Call of Duty Next. Thank you so much for supplying us with all of your gear.
And this is what map I will say. You kind of see a couple of players will, re-identify.
It does look really nice.
Which is something
it looks really nice for a map. The detail just looks so nice.
For things of that nature, where you don't just.
I honestly can't wait to play it. I really can't. I mean, it's already like
automatic style doors that you can shoot.
Like one of the maps I really want to play.
Normally expect by looking at a different central point of interests, and that's another one of those things that again you continue to build on what's been there and where the game continues to mold and morph as we move forward.
The doors, that was quite annoying bashing through it. So yes, it automatically kind of opening up for you as you walk upon them. But here on the Forge, here going up top, you see Samir kind of controlling this lobby observation area, but being very comfortable, full streak out, and also just kind of flying around the map with these specialists. We'd love to see him. He's utilizing the Enforcer specialist, just allowing extra health regen and also movement speed.
Another thing that, kind of I want to just turn your attention to as an audience member, those that are, more familiar and kind of got Omni movement underneath their belt a little bit faster, you'll notice that there is a bit of that buttery slide movement that I was about to say. Like, we're used to seeing it from just a static jump into slide. You can get that same momentum little boost off of a wall jump. So, that's another opportunity to kind of build on the movement that's already existed. And if you're looking to dominate every game, make sure you check out Origin, the official gaming PC and gaming laptop for Call of Duty. Whether you're at home or on the road, check out Origin to keep yourself in there, gaming, grinding, gunning.
He's not even using his streaks. He just wants to, at this point, maybe get a nuke.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed with what they're showing here. Very, very, very impressed with this map.
Going, and you can see too, every kill he gets on the
right hand side. It does look cool. It does look cool.
Sprint speed, movement speed, getting those indicators, letting him know he still has his perks.
Yeah, it's just another one of those things too that the indication of like the UI, it continues to grow. I noticed this yesterday. You start to see like the who is targeting you, who to damage to you. A little bit of a boost now because you also see what you've been affected by, whether it's a UAV or a recon pulse. It's just really cool.
This
there's
looks
no shortage of information on the game. So whether you're somebody who has experienced a Call of Duty,
but I mean, I'm obviously going to rewind for those who want to see the previous maps. For sure.
Almost a turn on for Samir, which would have gotten SMG players across the world giddy, but not quite there. And he'll jump back over to the M8, try to get that burst weapon online.
That's where maybe how do you take him down? Someone who has Enforcer, maybe that, and I love that you mentioned that Call of Duty is so good for like countering, streaks, perks, countering equipment, and we love to see that. So maybe utilizing if you're the enemy team, right? Like maybe recon, right? You can see when you spawn up, you can see the direction of where players are coming from.
Yep.
Utilizing other perks classes to counter a player like this that it's just literally flying around the map.
Well, we got a little bit of a comeback effort here from Amir's team. Up and over, another look at how you can utilize the movement to break cameras and give yourself an advantage in a gunfight you might not expect. And Amir's happy to exclaim about that feeling. Difficult battle again in that modular middle center. As we take a look at Drop, another partner of Call of Duty Next. Customize your typing, the official keycaps for Call of Duty. If you're looking to customize your keyboard, look no further than Drop.
All right. Affected by tracker, ADS, auto ping. So you can kind of see, again, a little bit more of that recon being able to stop Amir here. But, of course, domination, a typical mode that we've seen in Call of Duty for so long.
I mean, to be fair, they are doing pretty well.
Here on the
as a team, they really are, like,
this is a really fun map.
Cut and chase.
Just, again, kind of utilizing rotating cover. Wing-to-wing transitions is what we see Amir doing. A lot of that cover versus mobility.
Yeah.
He's really utilizing mobility.
100%. Yeah, this is an interesting map, I think, again, just to kind of highlight and showcase. Whoa!
Whoa!
What's happening over here? Whoa, we can't. No.
Hey.
Whoa!
This is not tactical play here.
No, okay, there it is. We'll finish off on the body shield, still a part of Call of Duty.
Wow,
that
they
was
actually
one of those
hostile a player.
That's
crazy.
Years, and Amir is happy to say.
And also, to be fair, they did win.
The game's looking incredible. Players are loving it, but let's take a look to see exactly how much the players are liking as we throw things down to Lottie from a From the Seat player check-in brought to you by Herman Miller.
Thank you so much, Shift. Hello, Zin. I know I'm totally interfering with your gameplay here on Black Ops 7. I have to ask you, though, early days, all right, coming into COD Next, I have to ask, what is your favorite map so far?
Favorite map? Probably Toshin. I like the Japanese vibe. I haven't been to Japan yet,
I had a feeling Toshin was going to be popular. I had a feeling.
All the maps are very
judging
vibrant,
by the players' reaction. I think the players' reaction says it all, doesn't it?
Toshin, I think, is my favorite right now.
All right, love to hear that. Now, we have a room filled with epic creators, of course, one being yourself. But if you had to 1v1 everyone in this room, are you coming out on top?
Who would I play, or
would you come out on top if you 1v1 everyone in this room?
Yeah, it's a guarantee. Hex might be difficult. Duke Dennis might be difficult. But everyone else, I think I can handle.
Wow, okay. He says he can handle it. Okay,
hardest competition in this room? Probably Hitch. Right.
Really? He's got the gunny like that?
Probably Hitch.
That's not a friendship thing.
Sorry?
That's not a friendship thing, huh?
No, not at all.
Okay, not at all. And how?
Really good.
He's just really good. I'd love to hear that. How are you finding Black Ops 7 so far? Are you loving it?
Yeah, I am loving it. I'm not sure what we're allowed to say, but they showed us a lot of cool stuff that I think everyone should be really excited for. Like for me, maps is the most important, and so far I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
The animate's a ton of fun to use, right? Very nostalgic, and I feel like it's actually very well balanced. SMGs are fun. I love the wall bounce too. It adds for some, playing against Shotzi might be a little difficult, but it's fun.
Zin, thank you so much. You're such a good sport. Back to the game, back to the lab. Thank you very much, Zin. That has been your From the Seat player check-in brought to you by Herman Miller.